Welcome to another tutorial on NO7 designs. My name is Akpak96 and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create an ambient occlusion map in 3ds Max. So let's get started. You can go in the link in the description and I'll have this 3D model that I whipped up for you guys to download as an example of an ambient occlusion. So in order to get ready, we gotta go to rendering, render setup, or just hit F10. And we want to scroll all the way down by hitting the left mouse button and scrolling upwards. We're gonna assign, go to assign renderer and click this 3 dots, and we're gonna assign a mental ray renderer. Alright, so once we're done that, we can go to the processing tab up here, and where it says material override, you want to check this box right here. Alright, so now what we want to do is go in material editor by hitting the M key on your keyboard and then selecting an empty slot and hitting standard over here and scrolling down all the way until you see mental ray in the mental ray tab, and double click on that, and where it says surface you want to click it and scroll down all the way to the mental ray tab again and select ambient reflective occlusion, and you'll get something like this. Alright, for the samples, this means how many samples you'll use in order to okay, I'm not going to go into too much detail because then the tutorial will get too long, but pretty much the samples are the quality and the brightness, and bright and the dark, just leave those default, never change those. The spread is how much the shadow will spread along your 3D model. The higher the spread, the higher the render time, and the higher the quality of the ambient occlusion. And then next we have max distance. This is what's the maximum distance that the shadows will reach. And the rest, do not play around with those. So for samples, I usually set it around 500. Usually you want to go with something like 75 if you have a lower end computer, because this will take a long time to render 500 samples. And for the spread, I usually set it at 5. It goes somewhere around 1 or 0.75 if your computer isn't as fast. And then the max distance, I usually set at 350. And you can go above. I've set it up one time to 1000 by 500 by 1000. And the render took 40 hours. And I just decided not to stick with that renderer because 40 hours is kind of a lot. So yeah, I just usually stick with these settings. But anyways, you see this circle right here? We want to select this, we want to click and drag this all the way to where it says material in our render setup dialog, and then hit instance and hit OK. And then now what we want to do is you can close up mental ray. You can close up the render setup, and then now what we want to do is go to environment, and then for the color we want to change it to white, and then click OK. And then the last thing is we want to come over here to the lights in the create panel, click anomaly light, click it anywhere, and then go to intensity color, and then right click the spinner so that it's at 0. This is if you're running an older version of 3ds Max. It will cancel out the default lighting and replace it with this lighting, because we don't want any light in our ambient occlusion map, because it'll just wreck it. So make sure you use that if you have an older version. In 2011 and above, you should have no problem. So now pretty much we're done. All we gotta do is find a cool looking angle. Let's see, right here, and all you gotta do is hit Control C to create a camera, and then now we can use the camera tools to modify our camera angles, I guess you can call it. And then let's go to render setup, make sure it's at go to common tab and make sure you select HDTV video 720, that is the resolution, and then go where it says camera, show save frame, and place this wherever you want. Now all you gotta do is hit Shift Q. Now this will render take a bunch of time, so yeah, I'll be back once it's done rendering. Alright, so once it's done rendering, you just hit the save as image and save it out. I already saved it. So now what I'm gonna do is quickly create what is it, a diffuse map, which is pretty much just normal light. Alright, let's just drag holy shit, voice crack. Let's just drag target direct light. And then just do this shit right here. Right there, like that. And then put the fallout farther away too. Go into properties. Set the intensity to 1. And let's put it up a bit. So it's coming from the top. Alright, sorry if this part's kind of boring, but I just need to create a quick light setup. I'll just pause this. Alright, so I'm just finished rendering out the diffuse map, and I brought the AO map and the diffuse map into Photoshop, and I'll show you guys how to composite those two together. So let's go to our AO map and hit Control A, Control C to copy, and then come over to our diffuse and hit Control V to paste. So you got something like that. Make sure that the models look like as if they're overlapping. So make sure that the layer AO layer, which stands for ambient occlusion, and the bottom layer is diff, which stands for diffuse. Alright. So make sure, select the AO map, and then in the blending mode, change it to multiply. Right now you might not be seeing anything different, but just go ahead and flip the eye switch off of the AO map, and you should see a very drastic change. You can see we're getting some nice ambient occlusion shadows coming into play, and it just makes it look overall better. And if we had more samples in our ambient occlusion map, the more higher quality this would look. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys would subscribe to NO7 Designs and my channel. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a rating and comment, and if you have any questions, and also some suggestions of some more tutorials that we can make. Peace out, guys.